stop. Before you scroll away, I need you to hear this. Right now, a terrifying claim is spreading across the internet. Millions of people are seeing it, sharing it, believing it. The COVID vaccine is causing heart attacks in young people. Healthy athletes are suddenly collapsing, and in 3 to 5 years, most vaccinated people won't survive. Terrifying, isn't it? But here's what they don't tell you. Fear spreads 1,000 times faster than facts. So, today, we're not reacting with emotion. We're examining the science, the real research, the actual data. Let's talk numbers for a moment. Billions of people worldwide have received the COVID-19 vaccine. Billions. Now, when you give any medicine, any injection, to billions of people, some side effects are expected. That's how medicine works. But here's the critical question. What are those side effects? How common are they? And most importantly, are they worse than getting COVID itself? That's the question nobody's asking. And that's the question we're answering today, using real research, real numbers, from the world's leading medical institutions. Social media is flooded with posts claiming, young people are getting heart attacks from the vaccine. Sudden cardiac arrest is everywhere now. Athletes are dropping dead on the field. And the most terrifying claim of all, everyone who took the vaccine will die within 3 to 5 years. These posts show individual stories, emotional videos, and cherry-picked statistics. But what they don't show you is the full picture. Medicine doesn't work on anecdotes. Medicine works on data, millions of patients, controlled studies, long-term tracking. So before we panic, let's understand what we're actually talking about. There are 3 different heart conditions that keep getting mixed up online. And this confusion is where the fear comes from. Condition 1, heart attack. A heart attack happens when a blood vessel supplying the heart becomes blocked, usually by cholesterol or a blood clot. Blood flow stops and heart muscle starts to die. This is a plumbing problem, not an electrical problem. Condition 2, cardiac arrest. This is completely different. The heart's electrical system suddenly stops. The heart quits beating. This is an electrical failure, not a blockage. Condition 3, myocarditis. Myocarditis means inflammation of the heart muscle. Symptoms may include chest pain, irregular heartbeat, and shortness of breath. Most cases of myocarditis are mild. They resolve on their own with rest and basic treatment. Most people recover fully without long-term damage. These 3 conditions are constantly mixed up online, and that confusion creates fear. Do COVID vaccines cause heart attacks? No. Massive studies tracking millions of people found no increase in heart attacks after COVID vaccination. Some studies even found fewer heart attacks in vaccinated people. Why? Because the vaccine protects against severe COVID, and COVID itself can seriously damage the heart. What about cardiac arrest? Again, no connection. Health authorities in the United States, the United Kingdom, Europe, and Australia found no increase in sudden cardiac death after vaccination. Now let's talk about myocarditis. Yes, there is a rare association between mRNA vaccines and myocarditis. It occurs mostly in young men, usually after the 2nd dose, and typically within 1 to 2 weeks. In Ontario, Canada, researchers tracked 19.7 million vaccine doses. They identified 297 cases of myocarditis or pericarditis. That's about 15 cases per million doses. Among men aged 18 to 24 after the 2nd dose of Moderna, the rate was around 300 cases per million. After Pfizer, about 60 cases per million. Most of these cases were mild. Most people recovered completely. No long-term heart damage. As of January 2024, Canada had administered over 105 million mRNA doses. Confirmed myocarditis cases meeting strict criteria totaled 1,231 cases. That's 0.001%. This information has been openly studied and reported from the beginning. Here's the question that actually matters. What's riskier, the vaccine or getting COVID? After vaccination, rare myocarditis, usually mild, short-term, with full recovery. After COVID infection, much higher risk of myocarditis, heart rhythm problems, blood clots, heart attacks, and long-term cardiovascular damage. The CDC found that myocarditis after COVID infection occurs at about 146 cases per 100,000 people. After vaccination, it's about 2 to 3 cases per 100,000. That means COVID infection carries roughly a 50 times higher risk of myocarditis than the vaccine. A study in England tracking 43 million people found that COVID infection caused myocarditis at rates 11 times higher than vaccination. Another global analysis of 22 studies found myocarditis risk more than 7 times higher after infection than after vaccination. The virus is far more dangerous to your heart than the vaccine. Now let's address the claim causing the most fear. Everyone who got vaccinated will die in 3 to 5 years. This claim has absolutely no scientific basis. Vaccine-related myocarditis occurs early, within days or weeks, not years later. There are 0 documented cases of myocarditis appearing years after vaccination. If vaccines were causing mass deaths, we would already see it. Insurance data would show it. Hospitals would see it. Death certificates would reflect it. They don't. This is fear-based speculation, not medicine or science. You deserve facts, not fear. COVID vaccines do not cause heart attacks. COVID vaccines do not cause cardiac arrest. Rare myocarditis can occur, usually mild and temporary, with full recovery. The highest risk group is young men aged 18 to 24 after the second dose of Moderna, about 300 cases per million doses. COVID infection itself poses a far greater risk to the heart than vaccination, by 7 to 50 times depending on the study. If someone experiences chest pain, palpitations, or shortness of breath within 2 weeks of vaccination, they should seek medical care. Early treatment leads to excellent outcomes. As of 2024, more than 13 billion COVID vaccine doses have been administered worldwide. This is the most closely monitored medical intervention in human history. If delayed mass deaths or widespread heart damage were occurring, the data would be undeniable. What we see instead is hundreds of millions of lives saved, hospitalizations prevented, and deaths avoided, along with a very small number of rare side effects, as seen with all medicines. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional for personal medical decisions. If this video helped you understand the real science behind the headlines, share it with someone who needs clarity instead of fear. Leave a comment below and tell us what health myth you want us to break next. Subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based health content, explained simply, clearly, and honestly. And remember, always choose facts over panic and evidence over rumors. Thanks for watching. Stay informed. Stay healthy.